Okay guys, so I wanted to give you a quick update on the Mount Scrapmore quilt that I'm trying to use up my scraps for, and give you a couple tips and pointers if you're using the foundation papers like I am using. So this is her. Let me see if I can turn you around and see. So that's what I've got done so far. That is a 1 pack of these scrappy triangles. There was 50 of them in there. I think that's less than 50. I've still got a few more to go. But yeah, so it's turning out really, really good. I'm really loving the colors and all the different blocks. Let me see if I can show you up close. So you can see I've got several different blocks. I haven't got these sewn together yet. But I did try to kind of stick with a certain, like a colorway, like these are all blues. That one's just scrappy, you know, oranges, greens and yellows, and like that to try to, I've still got several more to go, but there she is. So hang on, my camera looks crooked. So if you don't know, I decided to use up my whole bin of scraps, these, in an effort to combat how big my tub was. I've made a dent, not a very big one though, but I've still got lots more to go. These are all prepped. I've got the colors pulled out, the pieces cut, and then, you know, the papers that they're going to go on. Just, there's several more blocks down in here. And what I did is just took my bin and kind of pulled everything out, and then found the colors that I wanted to do for each particular block, like this block here. And I'm just going to use these greens and the teal and set it in my tub there, so I could just pull it from that and work on it. It's already sorted, and you know, the pieces are already basically cut the size I need them and what have you. I did have a few tips on this though. So this is a Scrappy Triangles foundation paper. It's got 50 sheets in here for you to make various half square triangle blocks. These come out to be a 6-inch finished block, so they're kind of small. I don't know if you can get these in different sizes or not, but I bought 3 packs of these. The inside cover says that you need 3 to make a throw size that is 66 by 78. So I don't know if I'm going to go that big with it. I'm just going to keep working on these till I get tired of making them. And like I said, hopefully I get some of this done. Like I said, I did probably get about 1/4 of this tub cleaned out by doing this, so it's worked out really good. So a few tips on these. First of all, when you're pulling the sheets out of here, make sure you got just one. I had a couple of them. I didn't realize that I had actually pulled 2 sheets out because these are pretty thin. Then I started sewing, and guess what? I've got 2 sheets of paper. So make sure you get them both out of there, or only get one at a time out of there. The other thing is on these papers, so you put all your fabrics on here, and then it has a solid line and a dotted line. The dotted line is where you're going to trim. So when you're sewing your pieces on, if you are sewing a piece that comes out to the solid line, stitch out to the dotted line. The reason being, and I did this on a few of them before I realized what was happening, when I trimmed them on the dotted line and then I went to pull the papers, some of those stitches came out. And so then when I'm going to go to sew the blocks together, I won't have, the 1/4 inch won't catch those stitches that's holding the fabric together from the foundation paper, if that makes sense. So anyway, if you stitch out to the dotted line, then when you pull your papers off, you know, it won't loosen your stitches on the ends of those. You could also back stitch, I don't usually back stitch on mine, but either back stitch at the end, and it's just the ones around the edge here, because you are trimming so close to that, you know, you've got that 1/4 inch seam, but you need your stitches to come at least to that solid line, if not a little past, because that's where you're going to sew the next block together. When you sew them together, that's your 1/4 inch line right there. And so you need these stitches coming down far enough that you're crossing over them when you put your blocks together to lock everything in there. Other than that, these go very fast. I mean, I can sit and do 5 or 6 of them in just no time flat, it seems like. So, those are my tips. But this is my quilt. This is her. So, I think it's going to be really pretty. I thought about doing, like a color gradient on it. But I just like the scrappy. I just like how it looks just like it is. But since these are half square triangles, you could do windmills, you could do stars, you could make all different kinds of patterns with these blocks and really make it a lot of fun. But I think I'm going to go with it just like it is, like this. I really like it. And yeah, I think there was one other thing that I was going to mention. Oh, so if you watch my other video, you know that I don't organize my scraps like by color and keep them separated. I just don't have the room for it. I'm terrible with colors anyway, so I don't do that. But I discovered that I have a lot of blues. So I must make a lot of blue quilts. A lot of blues, pinks, and reds. Just a little bit of purple. I have an awful lot of orange too, and orange is just not really one of them colors I like, but I found a lot of them in there. I found, I don't know, oodles and oodles. I could have probably made 2 whole jelly rolls, scrappy jelly rolls, with all the strips, full strips that I had in my tub. You know, I didn't realize I had so much in there, but I did. So anyway, there's my quilt so far. That's the progress, and those few tips and tricks on these. Like I said, they're really simple. So if you are new to foundation paper piecing, this would be actually an excellent way to get started. They're just so easy to make. And yeah, so I will see you guys later.